In the small town of Springwood, an eerie hush fell over the streets as night enveloped the unsuspecting residents. They slept with a false sense of security, unaware of the sinister force lurking in the shadows. Freddy Krueger, a vengeful spirit, haunted their dreams, preying on their deepest fears and leaving a trail of unspeakable horror in his wake. The nightmares began innocently enough, with flickering images of children playing in the sunshine, but quickly descended into a labyrinth of darkness and despair. One by one, the children of Springwood found themselves ensnared in Freddy's nightmarish realm, unable to distinguish between reality and the terrifying dreamscape he crafted. Tommy, a timid boy with an overactive imagination, had always been susceptible to vivid dreams. One fateful night, as he lay in bed, his eyelids grew heavy, and he slipped into a restless slumber. A chill ran down his spine as he found himself standing alone in a desolate playground, the swings swaying ominously in the wind. Suddenly, the air grew thick with a palpable sense of dread, and from the shadows emerged a figure clad in a tattered red and green sweater, his disfigured face contorted into a sadistic grin. Freddy Krueger had come for Tommy, drawn to the innocent boy's vulnerability like a moth to a flame. Tommy tried to scream, but no sound escaped his lips. He stumbled backward, his heart pounding in his chest, as Freddy's razor-sharp claws extended, glinting in the dim moonlight. With each step, Freddy's laughter reverberated through the empty playground, a cacophony of malice that echoed in the depths of Tommy's mind. Unable to wake himself from the nightmare, Tommy realized he was trapped, at the mercy of a malevolent entity that reveled in the agony of his victims. Freddy's voice slithered into his consciousness, whispering promises of eternal suffering and torment, taunting him with the prospect of a fate worse than death. As Tommy's fear reached a crescendo, Freddy lunged forward, his claws slicing through the air with a malevolent swiftness. Tommy's screams finally found their voice, but they were drowned out by the cacophonous laughter of the demonic specter. In that moment, Tommy knew that he would never escape Freddy's grasp, condemned to an eternity of terror in the confines of his own shattered psyche. Despite the efforts of the town's residents to band together and combat the menace of Freddy Krueger, they found themselves powerless against the insidious force that continued to haunt their every dream. Night after night, more children vanished into the dark abyss of Freddy's realm, their anguished cries echoing through the streets of Springwood, a haunting reminder of the town's descent into madness. Desperate to find a way to end the nightmare, the townspeople sought out the wisdom of local legends and ancient folklore, hoping to uncover a ritual or incantation that could banish Freddy Krueger back to the depths of the netherworld from which he had emerged. However, their efforts only seemed to provoke Freddy further, as he reveled in the fear and desperation that permeated the town, feeding off the collective terror of its inhabitants. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Springwood became a ghost town, its once vibrant streets now haunted by the lingering specter of Freddy Krueger's malevolence. The few remaining residents lived in a perpetual state of paranoia, unable to sleep for fear of falling prey to the relentless onslaught of nightmares that besieged them. With each passing day, the boundary between dreams and reality grew increasingly blurred, leaving the few remaining survivors struggling to maintain their sanity in the face of an unfathomable evil that seemed determined to consume their very soul. Despite their valiant efforts to resist Freddy's insidious influence, they knew that their only hope lay in uncovering the elusive secret that would finally break the curse and put an end to the reign of terror that had engulfed their town. But as the darkness continued to envelop Springwood, shrouding it in an eternal night, the residents came to realize that some nightmares were meant to last forever, and that Freddy Krueger's insatiable thirst for vengeance would never be sated. And so, the town of Springwood faded into obscurity, its name forever etched in the annals of history as a cautionary tale of the perils of crossing paths with the malevolent spirit known only as Freddy Krueger. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more terrifying tales. See you soon.